Hi guys, welcome to another week of sensory exploration. Today we're going to be exploring our proprioceptive sense. So that is our ability to unconsciously have awareness of where our body is and what our body is doing. So by having awareness of where our body is and what our body is doing, it allows us to create a body scheme, which in turn help us to develop our motor planning skills. So our motor planning skills is the ability to plan what you are doing before you actually do it. So that's fine and gross. So say you're walking. So that'd be a gross motor skill, as it's the big body part. And so those motor planning skills is the ability to walk, to know to put one foot in front of the other constantly to continue walking. For fine motor skills, it could be anything from painting to drawing to writing to typing. Those are all our fine motor skills because those are our small body movements. So for our proprioceptive activity, I have a couple different activities that you guys can do to help enhance that sense. So catching and throwing a small ball. So by catching and throwing like a small ball, so I just have like a little stress ball here because I don't really have any sports balls or anything around my house. That is allowing us to plan the catching, the throwing, the grasping around the ball. That's everything, right? So that's our motor planning that we're doing there. Another great activity that you can do is lifting and carrying different weighted objects. So lifting 2 books off the ground. So of course you lift with your knees and then you would carry them, say, from the living room to the kitchen. So that's not only planning how you're going to bend down, then you're going to grasp the books, which is another planning, where they're going to stand back up and then you're going to walk somewhere. And then you have to put them down, grasp them, and then go back for your second object. So that's a really great thing to do because there's lots of different sequences have to do that. Plus, it also helps us with different strengths, right? Because when you go to pick something up that's super light, you're not going to use the strength as you would if you're picking up something super heavy. So that also helps with movement planning. And then the last thing to just help orally is chewing and blowing bubbles. So if you chew gum and then blow bubbles with it, that helps to do motor planning orally. Because when we talk, it's like second nature, right? We don't really think that we're processing how to talk, but our mouth is opening, our tongue is moving, our lips are moving, everything like that. Our vocal cords are working. So our body's automatically just going forward with everything. So by chewing gum and blowing bubbles, we are doing that process with our mouth and gaining those skills. So thanks for joining me and stay tuned next week for more sensory exploration.